Hi everybody, it's Reggie here, back in the loft at Brayworth Park, and I thought it was about time I did something to the layout. I've been a bit lazy the last few months, not really made any improvements or added anything to the layout. So one area that has always been a bit lacking is the TMD. Um, I This is the TMD. So I put this extension board up months ago and haven't really done anything. I've been struggling with the layout of it. I think I may need to try and come in over here by putting a curved point or something in here and coming in this way rather than where it does at the moment, which is over there. But anyway, to give me a bit of motivation, I saw that Westhill Wagon Works had recently released this, an 00 gauge load bank kit with yellow fencing. So I thought, well, that might give me a kickstart to doing something here. So I bought that along with these small inspection platforms, left hand and right hand. So in this kit you get the hard standing in MDF wood there, and you get this unit here, which is sort of like a container, but obviously supposed to contain all the gubbins. And you get these two items here, not sure what they are, a bit of hose, etc. Oh, and you get the safety fencing there. So the first thing I'm going to do is take these parts downstairs and give them a primer, and that'll need some primer as well. And then I can start thinking about how maybe it would be best to lay this TMD out. I would like to add the railway laser lines modern traction shed as well, but I'm not sure. I think it might fit in if I went sort of pushed it back to there. I mean, that's the road entrance to the TMD, so I've got to really keep that, but then I really would like to improve this area as well. Anyway, we'll go downstairs and get these sprayed. Okay, so I'm down in the workroom. These I'm going to keep on the sprue. I don't know if you call it a sprue, but anyway, I'm going to keep them like that to help me hold them while I spray. These I've taken off the sprue because there were plastic in the way, so I needed it cleared, and that one taken off. So if you are doing anything like this, really handy if you do have a pair of sprue cutters. They are very useful. Some of you may remember, if you've seen a previous video, I also build some airfix kits, so I use them for that. I'll just show you actually. So I've got a Lancaster up there that I built, and the B-17 Flying Fortress, and I'm just in the process of building the newly released Supermarine Spitfire from Airfix. There's a load of bits down there for painting. Anyway, I know you're not really interested in that. So I've got the bits ready for primer. One thing I did buy over the Christmas period was, if I take you round, a spray booth. Really handy piece of kit. I think it was about £110, something like that. If I just switch it on. And this one comes with lights as well, which is really great. So if you are doing a lot of spraying and airbrushing, etc., I'd certainly invest in one of these. Anyway, I'll spray them now. I won't show you that because, you know, that's. Oh, I'm also going to be respraying some of these shelves that I've got from Scale Model Scenery. I painted them ages ago pretty poorly, to be honest, so I'm going to spray those up and get those painted properly. Okay, so they've all been primed now. I also found these two that I built ages ago, these container offices from Scale Model Scenery, so I thought I'd make some use of them. If anyone's interested, the primer I've used is the AK Interactive Grey Primer, which is great for plastics. Right, so we'll let those dry and then we'll think about some top coats. I've painted these these two items up. So the offices, the container offices and the stairwell, I've painted in Vallejo Air dark green, and the loading container unit, I've painted that in dark sea grey, which is almost like an anthracite grey, and I've done the shelving for the TMD in that as well. So that was a Vallejo dark sea grey. The great things about these Model Air paints is you don't have to thin them. You can just put them straight in the airbrush and away you go. I've also got the mobile steps and these two units grey. I might do the steps yellow and the steps for the container yellow, because all being green looks a bit bland, so I think I might paint those up a different colour to give it some contrast. So I do want to also fit some lighting, so I've got nearly a little light here that I'll put some lighting in those in the top office there. So we'll carry on and have a look on the layout, how things are progressing. I'm back in the loft, and I've downloaded and printed some of the Pico track templates, which are very useful, that you can get off the Pico website. And I'm just looking at how I might arrange the TMD. So coming in from there, I think I could get a three-way point in, so I can still have that storage track. Then going into the existing depot there, and then the third track would come down past this crossover and down into the new loading station. Then going this way, the fueling point will have to stay there. It's not ideal, but I'm thinking then of the railway laser lines diesel depot going in here, and it would have to sort of, because it's about 2 foot long, so it'd have to go somewhere here, coming down to somewhere here. So you'd have two tracks splitting off into that. The diesel depot, the fuel point, sorry, will be a little bit obscured, but you know, you have to make the use of the space you've got, I suppose. So I think everything has got to really, all this track's got to come up. I might try and keep this, this is polyfill, I might try and keep that in place. All my layout is laid on this 4mm thick cork, so in theory I can just get the track up, try not to damage the switches, but you know, you never know, and then put some more cork down. So I've got these parts on order that I need from Gauge Master. I found them at. This needs a bit of support, so I shall make a start and start to get this. So after a bit of surgery on the layout, all the track is up. I managed to save the switches and the track. So now I think I'm going to try and keep that base in. So I'm going to cut the cork all the way around, leave the base where it is, and then we can look at getting a support in here and putting some more cork down. Okay, so the cork is all laid now. So I have got some of the new track components that I needed. Three-way switch, a Y point, crossing, and some of the left-hand, right-hand switches. So my layout planning is a bit fag packet job. I'll sort of do a rough sketch of what I think I want to do, and then just try and work it out. Not the best way to do it, but it's the way I seem to work at it. So I'll have a little look now, see what what I can achieve, put the points in place where I think they need to go, and then can have a look at hopefully laying some track at some point. Okay, so I've got the main track work down now. The three-way point is in, 2 switches and that crossing, and then it comes down here on the board extension to another point, and that track's just a sample piece. It's obviously not going to be like that. So now I'm going to get all the wiring done, get all this lot tested before I carry on with more track down here to where there'll be the fuel depot, and then down here another TMD shed, I think, which I'll probably get on order soon. But I wanted to get this main part down and get it all working. So I'm going to leave it there for this video, and what I'll do is get all the wiring done, because the wiring is not done on it yet. It's got to be connected to the bus, and do some testing, and then I can start carrying on with the rest of it. So yeah, like I say, I'll leave this video here. I hope you've just enjoyed having a look at this alteration and extension, and I'll be back in due course with some more updates. Thanks for now.